And hello everyone, it is Peter Sam the Narrow Gauge Engine here, and welcome to the 8th episode of Rating the Railway series. If you don't know what Rating the Railway series is, go back to the first one, because why are you watching the 8th one? That's a bit weird, isn't it? Anyway, Rating the Railway series is a series in which I compare two books from the Railway series that have a common sort of link, and then we discuss the stories. We see which one I prefer. Obviously, this is all opinion based. So if you have a different opinion, please don't shoot me. Please don't. Anyway, the two books we'll be reviewing today is Duck and the Diesel Engine and Oliver the Western Engine. So I think we should just get straight into it and start with the earlier volume, which is Duck and the Diesel Engine. Let's go. Sorry if the light is bouncing off. It's just because it's dark outside, so there's no natural light. Anyway, the first story we're going to be talking about here is Domeless Engines. It's adequate. It's decent. There's nothing too bad or too good that I can point out about it. It's just a simple tale of Gordon getting his comeuppance when he thinks he's superior to something else. In this case, it's City of Truro, a real engine, who was the first to go 100 miles per hour. If you didn't see it, I put first in like quotes because I don't. It's an iffy area with that because I'm pretty sure it's like it was just claims and stuff, there wasn't proof, is what I'm saying. There wasn't proof. Could have just said that, but no, I had to be weird. Anyway, yeah, it's just Gordon getting his comeuppance. The dome falling off is a nice idea. It's just good, is what I'm saying, basically. It's just good. And there's nothing else really to say. It's just a decent episode. It's a decent story, sorry. Again, the episode is decent, but yeah, we're talking about stories, so yeah, it's a decent story, but it's nothing too amazing, but it's a nice read. It's a nice read. The next story is Pop Goes the Diesel. Sorry, I'm just readjusting the camera. Next story is Pop Goes the Diesel. It's an iconic one. I think we can all agree it's very iconic. It gets bonus points for that. The song that the trucks sing to Diesel is good. It's catchy. It's nice. It's got a nice rhythm. Well, not rhythm because it's a story. You can't hear it, but you know what I mean. It's nice rhyming. But yeah. And Duck just paying Diesel out for being like superior, so to speak. Him thinking he's superior. Yeah, it's iconic. It's just a fun read. It's a fun read. I think that's just why I've given it so many points. It's just because it's fun. It's nothing too heavy like in later books. It's nothing too light like in previous books. It's a nice middle, which, funnily enough, yeah, it's the middle volume. Was that a bird? Fucking hell. Dirty Work is the next story here, and as we all know from rating, oh my god, will that bird shut up outside? It's going, It's annoying. God damn it, I need to shoot the bird, man. I need to get a gun and just shoot them. The next story is Dirty Work, and as we all know from the Season 2 video I did, well, if you don't, then go watch it. It's a banger. But, the Season 2 video I did, I clearly stated that Dirty Work was my preferred story out of those two. Pop Goes the Diesel and Dirty Work. I prefer Dirty Work. It's just because there's more scheming. Diesel shows off his personality more in this one. He's very, very malicious. It's very good writing. As with all books, illustrations are amazing. Yeah, it's just a banger. Like, it's even better than Pop Goes the Diesel, which I just already said. But yeah, there's nothing really to say. With these ones, I just feel like it's obvious the point I'm going to make, because this book is one of the iconic ones. So I feel less obliged to say the obvious. As we reach the final story, we get to a close shave. Now, again, it's another iconic one. I don't think I really need to explain the reasons why it's good. It's not as good as the previous two, because Diesel doesn't get a proper send-off. Like, a proper, like, get out of my railway, you know? We're just told about him getting rid of, and it's not fun in that regard. I think Duck should have, like, planned a scheme to get him sent away. But yeah, no, the runaway's still good. Him ducking, crashing through the barber shop, and then the barber getting angry. That's amazing. That's some great humour right there. Yeah, it's just good. Again, I feel like I'm saying that for all of them, but yeah, they're all just good. There's nothing really that bad about any of them. It's just down to my personal preference. But yeah, it's good. It's nice. It's a good read. It was funny. It was charismatic in the same way that all of the previous 12 have been. Yeah, they're just good books, aren't they? Well, this one especially is very good. Yeah. Now, we're going to go on to Oliver the Western Engine. Another good book. And I'm going to say good a lot this episode, I think. Yeah. Let's just jump right in with Donald's Duck. Donald's Duck, in my opinion, is good for an Audrey story. For an episode, it's still good, but it's not quite, what we want. Well, what I want, anyway. You might have different opinions. I don't know why I'm categorising my opinion into all of you, but whatever. Donald's Duck as a story, is a base story that Audrey wrote. It was really good. It was a really good read. It was really charismatic. It was really funny. It was nothing heavy as well, which, this is the 24th volume. And if you don't know how these sort of books go, it gets more dark during the end. And having a light episode like this, it really helps. I mean, Enterprising Engines, I think, was the last volume before this. So it really helped having a light episode to start this one off, because there were so many dark ones in that volume as well. I think, yeah, it's very decent. Again, like Domeless Engines, it's decent. Resource and Sagacity is the next story here. It's called Oliver Owns Up in season 3 when it has its episode, but this episode story title has more class to it. It's a lot more refined than Oliver Owns Up, which, the episodes were aimed towards more children, and the story was aimed at sort of a more, like, general audience. So I think, having that title works. Oliver getting pushed into the turntable well, amazing. It's just him getting paid out by the trucks, the one group of rolling stock that didn't like him and didn't see him as resourceful and sagacious. Is sagacious how you say it? I have no clue. But yeah, it's a great, like, power struggle between the engines and the trucks in this episode. It's a very nice balance. Definitely a great one. It's also, the first of 2 stories in here that features Oliver, even though the other 2 don't, even though it's called Oliver the Western Engine. I don't understand. Okay. Toad Stands By is the next story, and oh my god, this is great. Such character in this one, such ideas, such payout. It's great. It gives us actual satisfaction when Oliver rips the truck in half. By the way, Oliver literally kills a truck in this one. Bit dark, but then again, he kind of deserved it. He was being a knobhead. Can I say that? Well, I just have, so. Anyway, Scruffy is a great villain. I think that's just fact at this point. He's evil, he's conniving, he's scheming. He's all the best parts of what Diesel was. And when he finally gets paid out, it's great. You get a great feeling. Nothing much else to say, really, apart from Toad's a great character in this one. I like that Toad actually has a role. I'd like to see him have more roles in the Railway series, but I think he gets that later on. In the Christopher Audrey stories, he might do. I'm not sure. I don't think I've actually seen Oliver in the Chris Audrey stories. I don't think I have. No. Oh well. But yeah, Oliver's great because, you know, I prefer Oliver over Duck. And just every character that appears here is great. Even Donald and Douglas, who I have sort of a beef with in the Railway series. They're great, they're good. Now we get to the final story, which is Bulgy. Bulgy is one of the best stories I have ever read. I love it in season 3. I love it here. It's practically the same like story. I mean, I know that sometimes episodes sort of like steer away from the story when it gets too complicated, but here, you know, it's just good all the way through. Bulgy is all the best parts of Diesel, and I know I said that with Scruffy, but like his payout is a lot more brutal in my opinion. He gets stuck under a bridge, he has to stay there until it's fixed, and then he gets put into like a hen house. He's made into a hen house, which I think is more painful than just getting ripped apart, because that's like over in a second, whereas Bulgy's got to live out the rest of his days in a scrap heap as a hen house. Probably one of the most painful and brutal of the Audrey stories, even though, you know, it's not exactly it doesn't come across as that bad, but it is certainly that brutal. Yeah, Bulgy's a great villain. Duck and Oliver are great characters. Everyone here is just on point. It's great, it's good, I love it. So we finished all the stories. With Duck and the Diesel Engine, Domeless Engines has 3 out of 5. Pop Goes the Diesel at 4 out of 5. Dirty Work at 4.5 out of 5. A Close Shave out of 3.5 out of 5, giving a total of 7.5 out of 10. Now on to Oliver the Western Engine. Donald's Duck, 3.3 out of 5. Resource and Sagacity, 3.5 out of 5. Toad Stands By, 4 out of 5. And Bulgy, 5 out of 5, giving a total of 7.75 out of 10. So, who's the winner here? Well, by a very close margin, it is Oliver the Western Engine. I mean, come on. Bulgy... I want to say that it was very much a tie until Bulgy, because Bulgy is far better than anything in Duck and the Diesel Engine, in my opinion, and I had to give it the highest rating I could. It's definitely in the top 5 best episodes, best stories for me, because, you know, Bulgy... I grew up with a DVD that had Bulgy Rides Again on it, and I just thought Bulgy was amazing. So when I watched Bulgy in season 3 for the first time, I was like, oh my god, that's amazing. But yeah, it's just an amazing ride. Both of them are really good. I suggest getting both of them if you're seeing which one you prefer. Get both. They're good. Yeah. That's just my opinion. I think I'm more of an Oliver guy. I think I've always said that I am more of an Oliver guy. I will always continue to be more of an Oliver than a Duck guy. Yeah. With all that out of the way, guys, stay tuned for episode 9 of Rating the Railway series, episode 2 of Locomotives, and I've got a new thing coming out soon. Maybe tomorrow, maybe not. I don't know. Can't remember. But yeah, there's a new video on the horizons. Stay tuned for it. It's got a lot to do with narrators and engines, so stay tuned for that. And guys, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.